Hey everyone, welcome back to Two Nerds in a Podcast, the only podcast where you get to listen to us talk for 45 minutes. Even though we've been talking for like more than that because our recording thing is being silly today, but that's okay.
Yeah. This is honestly the first biggest technical difficulty we've ever had on the podcast. And we had only been blabbing for 10 minutes?
Yeah,
15?
not super long.
Yeah, so it isn't too bad. But we've gone back. I pay a lot of money for the Adobe Creative Suite, and they have a podcast program that you can do, and I'm like, let's try that. And last time it worked really great. This time it's screwing us over. So hopefully we can get that fixed. So we're back on trusty dusty Riverside this time, but we're having a little chit chat this episode because we
Yes.
know you are all subscribed here to just listen to us blab about everything and anything.
Yes, today's a chit-chatting episode, and what we were talking about was that me and Jamie are going to see Bring Me the Horizon.
Yee.
In October. October's our favorite month to hang out once a year.
Yeah.
So it'll be, oh my gosh, I feel like I'm like, I already talked about this. What the heck?
Yeah, that's okay.
So anyways, it'll be my technically third time seeing them.
Mm-hmm.
And Jamie's first time seeing them. And I'm so excited for her because she gets to experience how truly wonderful the one and only Ollie Sykes is.
Yeah. I get to see
Spider-Man. A Spider-Man. I wonder what hat he'll wear. I don't know if it was when we saw him or maybe I saw a clip of it, but somebody gave him like a frog hat thing and he like wore it around. He likes to wear stuff. He's an interesting guy. He's Spider-Man.
He's Spider-Man.
He's Spider-Man.
He's telling the crowd to do it bigger.
Bigger mosh pit, bigger. Yes, I love Ollie Sykes so much.
Mm-hmm.
He's so wonderful. I can't wait for you to see him because it's truly one of the best concerts I've ever been to. Like, I don't know if it's just because like it was my birthday, because that was like who I saw my birthday. That was my first time seeing him, and my cat is just staring hardcore at me right now.
He's like, listen, you guys have already been talking for
he's
15
like, oh my god,
minutes.
pay attention.
Gotta
to
be
me.
almost done.
Sorry, unfortunately, we are still at it.
Yeah, we'll never stop yapping, that's for sure.
Never stop. Never give up your hopes and dreams of being a yapper all day.
Yeah.
Ollie Sykes. Yes, I can't wait for you to see him because
it's so excited.
Great. It's gonna be one of the best ones you've been to.
Honestly, because seeing Bad Omens was like an out-of-body experience. And that was at like a festival. So we were like literally basically at a concert all day long before we actually even got to Bad Omens.
Mm-hmm.
So, and we were in the sun, and then we were not in the sun, and it was very cold. But that was an out-of-body experience, and I'm very excited to be seeing it in more of a stadium setting, because the thing about when we saw Bad Omens, we were in the pit, and I am 5'2".
Yes.
So and a lot of the people around me were taller than 5'2". So
yes.
I had to like peer in between people's heads. And then of course everybody kept sticking their phone in the way, and I'm like, move, I'm trying to see with my eyes.
Get out of here.
Get that thing away from me. So I'm very excited to see them in a stadium setting. I have never been to this stadium. But honestly, every time I go to a concert in quote unquote LA, it's never in the same stadium. I think the only stadium I've been in twice is the Honda Center.
Yeah. I've never been to the stadium either. But it's where the Clippers play, so it's a pretty big stadium.
It looks like an egg.
Yeah. An egg dome.
Yeah. I mean, they called it the Dome. It's the Intuit Dome, because they're owned by the company Intuit. Is that, I don't know, that's how you say it, but
I think so.
Don't worry, in like about 5 years, somebody else will own it and they'll rename it and then confuse us all again.
Yeah, and then you'll be confused. Okay, speaking of which, like when the Staples Center changed names, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I actually didn't find out for because I don't live in California anymore, obviously.
Mhm.
I didn't find out for like a few years after it changed. I went to look something up and it was like crypto.com arena and I was like, "What?" No, no,
You're like,
no. No.
"What is this?"
Yeah, I was like, "That's the Staples Center. I don't care." System of a Down wrote a song that mentioned the Staples Center in it, so it is
Mhm.
forever going to be the Staples Center. I don't care. I'm not calling it that shit.
Yeah, honestly, Staples Center is probably one of the very few arenas I've ever been in that I've been in more than once. So it will forever remain the Staples Center
Yeah,
because
I'm
I've
like
been to it like 4 times and it's the Staples Center.
yeah, that's I've been to the Staples Center like so many times and because it's the Staples Center. It's not whatever
Yeah.
the fuck it's called now. Um but yes, I'm very excited. This is going to be I already said that this is my like technically third time seeing them.
Mhm.
I
Mhm.
saw them at Sick New World, but I wasn't very close because I was tired,
Yeah, which is fair.
which is fair. I mean, at least it's not like a festival. Um, Festivals are so
Yeah.
fun, but they are truly just so exhausting.
Yeah. Yeah.
By
I'm
the end
really
of the day, you're just
glad.
dead.
Yeah, I'm really glad Mayhem was only one day because I
Hmm.
feel like going to a festival is very much like going to a convention where the first like day you're like pumped up, ready to go, and then like day 2 is normally the day that has the most happening, so you're very excited, but then you're absolutely exhausted
Yeah.
by the end. So I am glad, like for my first festival experience, it was a 1 day festival, even though that's kind of lame to have a 1 day festival, but it was really fun. I had a ton of fun, and it was so much fun hanging out with you guys. So I'm excited for Bring Me the Horizon.
Yeah, I can't wait. I am so freaking pumped for you to see Ollie Sykes.
He's gonna bark
His
at me in person.
Oh my gosh, and he's gonna
Mm.
dance and he's gonna be so beautiful, and I love him so much. Ugh,
Yes.
I can't wait. It's gonna be so much fun. It is. I'm officially about to start my concert season
Yep. Kicking
next
off concert
Thursday.
season. Mm-hmm.
Yes, Jamie so kindly bought us tickets to see Killswitch Engage and Kubla Khan.
Mm-hmm.
I don't I mean, neither of us really know who Killswitch Engage is, but we do like Kubla Khan, so any excuse to see Matt Honeycutt bark at us in person, I'm absolutely down for.
Yeah, and it's kind of nice when you're there to see the opener because then, like, I mean, if you stay the entirety of like the headliner, then fabulous. But you can also like dip out early.
Yeah, like, I'm like, this isn't, like, what I'm here for,
Mm-hmm.
so it's fine if I don't stay because it's fine.
Beat the
And
traffic.
also, like, with my grown age, okay, I'm about to be 29
29.
this year, and, um it is listen, when the main artist goes on at 10 p.m.
Oh yeah, no,
and I'm like, "Girl, I am tired, okay? It is past my bedtime. We need to speed
yeah.
this up here."
We need a matinee for
Yes.
concerts.
No, for real, because I am too tired to be doing this all day.
Yeah, I remember one time. She's such an icon. Jamie Lee Curtis tweeted, I don't remember at who in particular, but she was literally like, "Can we please have a matinee concert? Because y'all, I'm too tired by the time it's 8 o'clock p.m."
Yeah, no, for
And I'm
real.
like,
I'm, like,
yeah.
yawning. I'm like, "I'm so tired." Um,
Especially
and
like if you go to work and then go to the concert. No. I'm so tired by then.
yeah, and then it's like, especially if you, like and, like, when the bands have, like, 5 openers, and I'm like, "I can't
Yeah.
handle this. I need sleep."
Do you know how many openers Bring Me the Horizon has? Because I noticed it says the show starts at 6, which I thought was pretty early.
I
Because I know it's
know
Motionless in White.
yeah, and I think it was let me look.
So if they have 2, then they're probably not hitting the stage until 8:30.
Oh, I guess they didn't. I guess they just posted a video about it. Okay. I thought they posted like an actual. So it's Motionless in White, The Plot in You, and Amira somebody else.
Oh, good lord. So they're
there's
probably not hitting
3
the
opening.
stage until like 9. I want to say because I'm pretty sure when I saw Imagine Dragons, they had 2 openers and they didn't hit the stage until like 9 o'clock. So that's probably when they're gonna hit the stage, because I think Imagine Dragons started at 7. The show started at 7, but Imagine Dragons weren't on the stage until 9.
Yeah. Oh, my cat's about to fall off the couch. Can you not roll this way, please, sir? Roll back
He's
that
like,
way.
Mother, catch me.
Mother, please. No, you're chunky. You're chunky boy.
He's not chunky.
He's a chunky, stinky boy.
He's not stinky. He's just a little boy. But yeah, so I'm very excited for our concert going experience. I remember when Jamie posted, because they were like, I think hinting at a possible tour, and she posted that like if it's not a tour she was gonna die. And I was like, well, if it is a tour, can I go with you guys?
Can I please come?
Can I come? And she was like, absolutely. So I do love that when they did announce it, she was like, are we going to Phoenix or are we going to LA? And I was like, because the one in Phoenix is on a Thursday and then the one in LA is on a Friday. And I was like, Friday works better, but honestly, I'll do what I have to do to show up wherever. So no worries.
I'll be there. Don't worry. Yeah. I will be there.
Yeah. And then Jamie is the Ticketmaster fiend. She, like, the fact, I love that she will go out and get the tickets, because normally that's my job. And I stress myself out, especially when, like, I hate when you're clicking through seats and you're like, okay, maybe these or maybe these, and then you go back to the first ones and they're gone.
You're like, okay, well then I guess not those.
And you're like,
right,
oh,
thanks.
Okay. But yeah, and then Jamie got in on the pre-sale and I'm like, oh, nice. And then she texted maybe like, I don't know, 20 minutes into the pre-sale, and she was like, it's not letting me in. Here's the code for the pre-sale. And I'm like, oh god. Oh god. So I'm sitting in the break room trying to get into, remember what my Ticketmaster password is, and then trying to get into my Ticketmaster, and then I'm looking at all these seats and I'm like, I think these will be fine, but I don't know. And I know like I'm at work and I know you guys are at work, so like we are not free to be looking at the tickets. No. But then she texts back about 5 minutes later and she was like, I got them. And I'm like, oh, thank God.
Thank God. God bless.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think she was trying to do it on her phone. And then she was like, fuck this, I'm just doing it on my computer.
Yeah. It's an excellent way to spend work time, is buying concert tickets. Absolutely. I've done that plenty of times though.
I mean, sometimes, listen, when they put the sale on at like 10 a.m., I'm like, I'm at work.
Yeah, like, bro, we have jobs that are going to pay for these tickets, but I still have to work the job.
Yes, I still have to like do my job, unfortunately.
Yeah. And there's nothing more stressful, because I feel like every time I do that, I go like 1 minute over my break and my boss is like, what are you doing? And I'm like, I need to just buy these tickets. I'll be right out. Just leave me alone. I skip my second break constantly. You can give me this 1 extra minute. It'll be fine.
Please.
Yeah. But she got us really good seats. And then when she sent the picture of like our view from the seats, I was like, wow.
Yeah, they're pretty good.
Yeah.
And she won the Ticketmaster war because she sent me a picture today of the same area, like the main level.
Yeah.
And the tickets are like $250.
Bro, we paid less than half that.
Yeah. So she truly won the Ticketmaster war.
Yeah, Jamie, I know you're listening. Shout out to you. You're 10 out of 10, the real one here, okay? But yeah, I'm so excited for this concert. It's gonna be so much fun.
Oh, one of the seatings is main. It's section main, row 26, $727.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that's crazy.
See, and like, I know this is the thing that I hate about anything that has like a pre-sale or a limited amount or anything like that is when people, because you always get the people who like go in, buy everything quote unquote dirt cheap and then mark it up like 300% and like that's how they make money. And I'm like, that's not fair for the
Yeah.
rest of us who are like, we actually want to enjoy the experience. We want to go for whatever it is. We want to buy the actual product to use it, blah, blah, blah. Like, I hate when people do that. I hate it when they do it with like pre order on like anything from Disney or DVDs or like anything like that. Cause I'm like, I wanted it to enjoy it and you want it to make money off of it.
Yeah. Stop being greedy.
Like, I understand, like, if you buy 1 or 2 and then you want to resell them because that's what you wanna do with yours, but I hate when people go in and buy, like, 10,
Yeah, all of them.
and I'm
That's
like,
like,
"But
yeah,
I
no.
wanted one." And then they wanna resell it, and I'm like, "I'm not buying it for that price because the original price was, like, a quarter of that." Like, absolutely not. So when people mark concert tickets up, it drives me insane. Like, you're not even going to enjoy, you're just trying to make money.
Yeah. And we are trying to see beautiful Ollie Sykes, okay?
Yeah, I want him to bark at me in person.
Yes. And
I
he
want
will.
him to sit on the stage for 30 minutes trying to put on a Spider-Man mask only to turn around and say,
It's
Spider-Man!
Spider-Man! We were like, what
In
is he
his
doing
little,
down there?
his little Tom Holland voice.
I love him. I can't wait for you to experience him in person.
Yeah, like literally because Bad Omens was such an out of body experience and such an amazing, like sometimes you go to concerts and like the sound isn't quite right or you just like you don't have like the good seats so the sound system is just like blaring in your face. Bad Omens, and I don't know if it's just from the Glen Helen amphitheater situation or if it's probably mostly Noah Sebastian having the voice of an angel, but like it was just like a 10 out of 10 experience. Like for Mayhem to me was like one of the ultimate concert experience. Like that's how music is supposed to feel and supposed to be experienced. Um and so I'm excited to obviously capture that again with Bring Me the Horizon. Very similar vibe. I feel like the crowd is also very similar. Like we're all there to have like a great time.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Honestly, metal fans are just like a whole different crowd. And I love it. Like, I feel like metal is one of those genres that is still, they're very much there to experience the music and not necessarily because it's a cool thing on social media.
Mm-hmm. And punch people.
Yeah, that I still don't understand. But I mean, if y'all want to be like little autistic kids and run in a circle flailing all your limbs, then by all means. But
I saw a TikTok and it was like
what
somebody
was
from
it?
like a balcony view and it was like metalheads when they hear their favorite song and it's just like them running in a
Running in a
circle, like
circle.
moshing in a circle, and the
Yeah.
audio's like, "Wee!"
Yeah, wee. My other favorite one is I don't know who the band is, but there was a dude dressed as a banana in the
Oh,
crowd, and they're trying to start the mosh pit, right? And he's like, "Banana, run!" And the banana starts running, and then everybody else starts running.
yeah, it's really fun to watch. I don't participate because I don't want to get punched in the face, although I
No.
have been like kicked in the head several times from like crowd surfers and shit, but
Oh yeah,
and I
yeah.
did lose my glasses at Sick New World from like being too close
Okay,
to the mosh pit.
Velma.
I know. Luckily they were just
My
sunglasses.
glasses.
But yeah, it's definitely fun. When I saw Attila, we were like directly in the front and people kept crowd surfing and then I kept getting kicked in the head and I was like, I'm kind of over this.
Yeah, it gets really annoying. But I was very thankful at Mayhem, like with Kacie and Jamie, because like I've never been to metal anything, right? And I didn't even realize crowd surfing was still a thing because like you just like every other concert I've ever been to, it's just not a thing. But like the metal is like very much into the physical. I'm gonna punch you, I'm gonna throw you over the barricade, I'm gonna like there's just a lot of physicality at a metal festival out of all things. But I do remember the first time somebody came sailing from the back of the crowd to the front, and all I saw was Jamie, Kacie, and Corey's hands shoot over me, and I'm like, what is happening? And then all of a sudden somebody got dumped over the barricade, because we were like right at the front of the barricade. So I just see somebody flail over the barricade, and like, oh, that's still a thing. That's cool.
And luckily you're small, so you can like duck down.
Yeah.
My big
I'm like
ass
naturally barricaded by everybody around me.
Not me. My head is like directly in the line of people's feet.
Yes.
But yeah, that'll be really fun. Obviously, we're gonna vlog it. Duh.
Oh, absolutely. I still need to edit my Mayhem vlog. It's sitting it's sitting in the pile of things to be edited. To be fair, I still haven't finished editing my UK trip either, and that was 2 years ago now.
Oh my god. That's okay.
This is what happens when you work a retail job that's somewhat stressful and that you have somewhat a lot of responsibility at, because then you just don't want to. No, he can't.
Is just flailing around my couch. He's rolling all over my computer. Get out of here.
He's like, pay attention to me. You should get him a tiny computer.
He was like trying to steal the leg off my microphone earlier. I was like, bro, go away. I give you all these toys, okay? The toys we bought him, he has not touched, okay? He only plays with hair ties and thinks he's not supposed to. Bad cat.
Eat all the string off your floor.
Yeah. I'm like, what is in your mouth? He's like a toddler. You're gonna fall again. Get out of here. Go on, get. But yeah, that'll be fun.
Mm-hmm.
I forgot. Did we talk about other stuff in the last time we recorded? I don't remember.
No, we only got as far as discussing this concert because you're going to Kubla Khan this Thursday.
Yes.
And then you have Poppy for your birthday.
Yes. Oh, I love Poppy.
And then you're going to Warp Tour, right?
Yeah. So Warp Tour is in June.
Mm-hmm.
And then July, me and Jamie are going to see Pierce the Veil.
Oh.
Which will be really fun. That's in Phoenix. And then October is Bring Me the Horizon. And then probably some other concerts if other bands announced tours, because we know Jamie doesn't have self-control.
No. But you know what's funny on the topic of that? So Bad Omens got announced. They're playing a music festival in Sacramento.
I saw that.
It's literally the same weekend as Bring Me the Horizon. And I'm like, first of all, that's not allowed. You have to give me like a week in between, please, so that I can attend. But also, why Sacramento?
Yeah.
Come back to Southern California so we can go, okay? Because
yes,
I saw that and all I saw was California, and I was like, and then I looked and it said Sacramento. I was like, dang it!
You're like, that's a little too far.
Yeah,
California.
Because here's the thing: is like I would want you and Jamie to go with me, and that would be literally a 10-hour drive for you guys.
Yeah, that's a far drive. That is a very far drive.
Yeah, like you guys would obviously drive to me, and then I could drive, but that's still that's so much time in the car.
That is a lot of time in the car. Thanks, Sacramento, for being so far away.
Ugh. But I'm really hoping, because they're still playing festivals, so I really hope that they either go on like a tour of some kind or do another festival either in Arizona or Southern California or in Vegas that we can all go to, because every time they're in, I would say, a good 4-hour driving distance from any of us, we have to go.
Oh,
that's just how it be now.
Absolutely. I'm like, if it's in California, Southern California, that's no problem.
Yeah.
That's like a hop, skip, and a jump away. I'm not worried about it.
Yeah. And the entirety of Bad Omens obviously listens to this podcast. So feel free to send a plane or give us some tickets or something so that we can see y'all in person again. And then we can do a hashtag sponsored episode.
Yeah. And then it'll be my 4th time seeing you. I love you guys so much.
There's such a good, there's certain bands and singers that, like, no matter when they're playing, I will always go see them.
Oh, yeah,
Because they're
absolutely.
so spectacular in person. Because, like, so Bad Omens is obviously on the list, but also One Republic. If you ever get the chance to see them live, do it, because Ryan Tedder's voice live is so spectacular. Like, he sounds so good on everything that's recorded. But man, his concerts live was stunning. Absolutely stunning. And all the different kinds of music he's written. Because, like, when I went, he did basically like a showcase of all the songs he's written for other artists. And the range on that man is insane. So I highly recommend Run Republic as a concert any chance you get.
That's how I feel with Bring Me the Horizon. Because Ollie Sykes is so amazing on stage. He has just such a phenomenal stage presence that, like, I'm like, yeah, I would definitely want, like, after I saw him on my birthday, I was like, yeah, I'll see him again. 100%.
Yeah.
When are you touring again? I already want to see you.
Yeah, I'm super excited. It's going to be such a good time. And I love that it's in October because it's not near any major holiday. All the kids are back in school. And it's on a Friday, which typically isn't like if we get a hotel close to the venue, is not typically too hard to travel in most of the time.
Mm-hmm.
Again, it's also October, like the beginning of October, so it's like a really weird time where there shouldn't be too much traffic. So I'm very excited.
Yeah, it'll be a good time. The Jamies will be back together. It'll be
Yeah, Kacie and the
October. It'll be great.
Jamies.
Kacie and the Jamies. That's our new band.
It's gonna be so good. And that's funny because so like it seems like about every 2 weeks Jamie is posting that she got you guys tickets for something.
I know.
Uh and I was like, oh cool, like blah blah blah. And then Universal is having this thing called Fan Fest, and it's basically like horror nights but for nerds.
For
Um
weebs.
yeah, for true blue weebs, because it's Star Trek, Back to the Future, Jujutsu Kaisen, One Piece, and I think a couple other things. And so I was like, "Ooh, I want to go." And so I had text Kacie, and I was like, "Do you want to go to this thing with me?" She was like, "You need to text Jamie and tell her to stop buying me concert tickets, and then I will go with you." And I was like, "Okay." So we're gonna be going to that. I've seen some of the preview stuff from like the influencers that I follow on Instagram, and I am so excited for the food and the snacks. Horror Nights honestly always has top tier foods and snacks.
Oh, 100%. Universal kills it with their
Yeah.
themed snacks.
Oh, absolutely. So I'm very excited, especially because a lot of it is One Piece themed, because Sanji is a cook and Sanji's one of my favorites. But it just all looks so delicious. And I'm so excited.
I can't wait. It'll be fun. That'll be also a vlog. Don't even worry about
Oh
that. You'll
yeah.
see that and a podcast episode. Avi.
Uh-huh. Yep, it gets its own episode. It's so excited. I'm gonna tell them now. Kacie and I are gonna cosplaying is encouraged at Fan Fest. I can't talk. I'm sorry. I'm too excited. So Kacie and I are gonna cosplay. And we're gonna cosplay as Geto and Gojo from Jujutsu Kaisen, and I'm so excited.
It's gonna be so great. I'm gonna have to try and brave some contacts, which I'm a little scared about, but I have to just embody Gojo fully with the blue eyes.
Yeah, honestly, you are Gojo. To be fair,
Yes.
like you guys are the same brain cell.
Yeah, we're both menaces to society.
Yes. And also, like, I don't know if everybody listening has seen Kacie and her amazing like makeup that she does on the daily, but I'm literally so excited to see your makeup for Gojo, because I'm picturing like your normal big ass wing,
But with white?
but
Yeah.
white with white lashes. Oh my gosh, you're gonna look. I mean, you look beautiful all the time, but you're gonna be absolutely next level as Gojo.
I still think about the first time I ever seen him take his blindfold off and like what that did to me mentally and physically.
Mm-hmm.
And I can't wait to embody that because that man has the most beautiful eyes.
Yes. I'm so
ever.
excited to see like what the mazes are because obviously I mean like I feel like Jujutsu Kaisen's probably the exception because that show is like dark and
Spooky.
scary and spooky. One Piece is not. I mean, One Piece can be, but for the majority it's not. So I'm excited to see like what the mazes are going to be. Like, are they going to have people like dressed in costume? Is it going to be like, I don't know, there's like so much possibility that they could put into this event.
Yeah, it'll be
So
fun. I'm very excited. That's in May.
yeah. Yeah, we're going in May, so I'm super excited. It's funny though because like I either have absolutely nothing going on or absolutely everything going on because
Same.
the week we're going to FanFest, literally 2 days before, I will be at Disneyland for Star Wars night.
That's fair
So
though.
I will have no sleep, but I will have 2 cosplays that I'm very excited about. And it's just going to be such a good time. I'm so excited. I'm also excited that we're going to FanFest on a Sunday
Yeah.
because I just feel like that's such a good day to go because most people I feel like aren't going to go because they're like, oh, we have work the next day. And I'm like, sucks for you. I don't have to go to work until late.
Sucks for you. Yeah. Same. Samesies.
But yeah, so make
Um,
sure to follow us on all the socials and subscribe to my YouTube channel so that you see all of the FanFest and all of the concert events because we do love ourselves a social media post. So
yes.
stay tuned.
And any excuse for us to post on social media, any event, we
Absolutely.
will. We will take
Mm-hmm.
it.
Especially when we're together. It's just
Oh,
like
yeah.
we have
Yeah.
to. It's a must. Everybody has to know that we've been hanging out and that we've been sharing the same brain cell in person for a weekend.
100%. Oh, sorry. I can't stop yawning. I'm trying. It's past my bedtime.
She's a grandma. Just ignore her.
Sorry,
She's
sorry, sorry.
sleepy. She
I
eepy
just
girl.
I just so sleepy. Um but after Sunday, we'll be on the same time now.
Oh,
So
thank God, because like it drives me insane that like when you're like, oh, I can do it at this time, and I'm like, I know it's only an hour difference, but I still have to think about like, am I gonna make it home by then? Am I free at that time? Like,
which is like you would
so
think an hour wouldn't make that much of a difference, but it truly does.
yeah, for sure. Especially like when my schedule is wonky in general, and then you throw in the time change, it's even worse.
And we'll be on the same time, so it'll be fantastic.
Yes.
Speaking of FanFest and weebs and stuff, I
Hmm.
know you said you wanted to discuss.
Okay, so I can't. Um, so I don't know how your brain works, but so I have like the baseline celebrity slash fictional character crushes, right? So like for me, the constant is Pedro Pascal and any character he plays, and Jensen Ackles and any character he plays. But occasionally I'll have a fictional character most of the time um that comes to like the forefront and most time comes out of nowhere. Currently it's Nanami from Jujutsu Kaisen. He is a very beautiful anime man.
He is
Um
wonderful.
and he's just like literally, I will just be at work and I realize that I haven't done a single thing in the last like 5 minutes except think about Nanami. And I was
Oh,
like, no brain.
especially my favorite thing when I think about Nanami,
Hmm.
I think about the scene.
The hair pulling scene?
Yes. That scene does something to the women.
Yes.
Jujutsu Kaisen is basically fan service but for women.
Yeah.
All of the men are just like all that show is catered
Oh,
to women, okay?
it's top tier.
It's not a man show, it's a woman show.
It's a show for women.
It's a
It's
show for the
by men, but
girlies,
it's for women.
but it's for the girlies.
Yeah.
Because they knew what they were doing with that scene
Oh
specifically.
my
I used
gosh,
to have
yeah.
that scene as my cover photo on Facebook for a long time.
It's so funny because like I remember before I even watched Jujutsu Kaisen, that when that scene like aired for the first time, it was literally everywhere. You could not escape. And I sent it to Kacie and I was like, who is this man? What show is he
Who
in?
is this man?
Where do I watch it at? I need him now. Because here's the thing. Nanami is a tall, very muscular, blonde, white man, right? He's got these really cool little goggle glasses that nobody knows how they stay on his face, but they do.
Yeah, they don't have like
There's
arms.
no
I don't know what they're
arms,
called.
there's no strap. They're literally, I don't know if they're like suction cupped to his eyes. But we're not questioning that. It just, they look very nice. But also he tried to be a company man, little 9 to 5, no overtime. He is done, like when his
No.
shift is over, he is going home. And I'm like,
Yeah, he's clocking out.
that is my kind of man.
Mood for sure.
Yeah, I'm just like 10 out of 10. So my brain for like the last 2 weeks has been nothing. Obviously, besides Pedro and Jensen, they're never like excluded from anything. Has been nothing but Nanami. To be fair though, my Pinterest right now is the freaking Wild Wild West because because I've been looking up like cosplay inspiration for Poe Dameron from Star Wars, which is who I'm going as for Star Wars night, and Geto from Jujutsu Kaisen, who I'm going as for FanFest. So combine that with my normal hyperfixation of both One Piece, Pedro Pascal, and Jensen Ackles and Supernatural. My Pinterest is just like this picture.
Yeah.
This picture of
Just doesn't
Nanami,
understand.
and it's like him without a shirt, and I'm like, yes, I will save that for later. And they were like, this picture of Megumi, yes, thank you, I will save that for later. Like, it's just like they get spicier and spicier, and I'm like, I didn't think this would be allowed on Pinterest. Like, I feel like we're not on Pinterest anymore.
Yeah, what side? Where did we go? Because this is
Yeah,
not Pinterest.
I'm like, is this Pinterest after dark? Like, what is happening to
What's
my
going on?
Pinterest? Pinterest is supposed to be for like my sewing projects and baking ideas, and now it's all very attractive, both real and not real men.
Honestly, yeah, I feel that because my Pinterest, usually I look for like makeup or outfit ideas, but
Mhm.
recently I've just discovered that Pinterest does, if you want to look up like a celebrity,
Mhm.
Pinterest is a good spot for that. Because I've been looking up pictures of Davey Havoc, and I'm like, now
Yeah.
my Pinterest is like showing me them, and I'm like, oh, save that one. I'll save that one. I'll save that one.
Google, if you Google a celebrity, that is what you do to show your family a picture.
Yeah,
But if you want a picture that speaks to your soul, you Google said celebrity or fictional man on Pinterest, and all the girlies got you. They're
yeah,
like, I got you.
100%.
Here you go. Here is this scrumdiddlyumptious picture of a man that you've never seen somehow. Here you go.
Here you go, and you're
Because,
like,
like,
thank you. I will cherish this forever.
yeah, honestly, Pinterest is almost like Tumblr, except without all the writing. It's literally just it's
Yeah,
the Instagram version of Tumblr.
yeah, pretty much.
And I love Nanami so much. And also, I can't get over. So, Nanami, like I said, is a company man, no overtime. He will do his job, he will go home. And the Pinterest algorithm keeps giving me these really cute drawings of him as a dad with Yuji
Aw, as
Yuji as a
Yuji.
baby. And so he's just got this cute little ball of a human being with little pink hair, and I'm just like, oh my god, I can't. Yuji, first of all, Yuji is just an adorable little character. I just want to
Especially with
squeeze him.
Nanami.
But
Especially, I love that he
yeah,
calls him Nanamine. Like he
yeah,
doesn't say his name.
Nanami.
He doesn't say his
And they
name
were
right.
like, "Are you saying Nanami? Is that who you were calling for this whole time?" And he's like, yeah." But yeah, Yuji just looks like a little cute little baby anyways, but when they turn him into like an action, he reminds me of Ponyo. Like he's drawn
Aww.
like that, and you got big muscular Nanami holding him. And I'm like, oh my god, I know you're fictional, but I need you to marry me right now. Right now.
That's the problem with fictional characters, is that they're too perfect, and
They're
that's
just
just
too
not,
good.
that's not reality, unfortunately.
No. But my gosh. And then obviously because of the obsession, I was like not on Tumblr for quite a while. I don't think I've been on Tumblr for almost like almost a year.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's been a while. I just like it hasn't been the place I wanted to be, and then because of the Nanami obsession, the fan fiction obsession has come back, and so people write such cute little fluffy things, but also some very spicy things. And I'm like, I love them all.
Give it to me all. Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely.
It just makes me fall. And then, spoiler alert, if you don't want to know anything about Jujutsu Kaisen is it season 1 or season 2?
Season 2.
Okay, season 2. Turn your ears off for the next few seconds. In the actual show, technically Nanami is dead.
Yes,
Um,
R.I.P.
but I do love that Mingy and you and the Pinterest girlies and the Tumblr girlies are like, no, he actually survived and he's still alive. And here's this really cute picture of him still being alive.
Yeah,
And I'm
he's
like,
just chilling. That's like
yeah,
Gojo is still alive.
absolutely. And I
Like,
love the collective Delulu. It's my
yeah.
favorite.
Also, I love that in Jujutsu Kaisen, in Jujutsu Kaisen 0, Nanami's not in the manga, but they added him in the movie, which
Yeah.
I'm so thankful for because
He adds so much to it.
and
Like,
he's not even in it for that long. He's in it for
no.
like maybe a minute, and I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, this is the best minute.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. I also think it's funny. I saw a TikTok today and it was like somebody's comment saying, "Oh, I wish they had done like better with Jujutsu Kaisen 0." And then below it said the budget for Jujutsu Kaisen 0 and it was just like a montage of Ghetto's hair. And I was like,
Oh,
yeah, Ghetto and Jujutsu Kaisen 0 is just like a whole nother level. Like he's
yeah.
just like I can't take like I think that's when honestly I decided on like that one. I like
That
that
one.
one.
That's the one.
Yeah.
I feel that.
Ugh.
Yeah. It's wonderful.
But yeah, so Nanami's been my obsession. It's just like no brain, only Nanami.
No thoughts, only Nanami.
Yeah, if you were to
Nanamine.
cut Nanami. Oh my gosh, Yuji is so cute. I love him.
Yuji is such a little sunshine boy. I love him.
Oh, he's so cuddly. And like I still can't get over the fact that like his initial instinct was to eat Sukuna's finger.
Yeah, this like gross, rotten, 1,000-year-old finger. He's
Finger.
like, I'll just eat it.
Yeah, he's like, I'm gonna catch it in my mouth and swallow it. And I'm like, why? But then also, like, when Sukuna, like, comes out and, like, he's Yuji, it's basically Yuji's body, but with, like, tattoos and, like, little eyeballs coming out of his little cheek dimples. Um, I'm just like, I know that's two different people, but gosh dang. Sukuna, he's pretty fine. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, there's something about him.
Yeah. I think it's the confidence.
Yeah.
And the fact that he's like, I could squish you like a bug. And I'm like, yes, please, thank you.
Yes, thank you. All right, thank you.
Yeah. You want me to stand here? I'll stand here. And you squish me. Okay?
Wherever you
Thanks.
want me, I will be.
Yep. But yeah, I've been meaning to talk to you about Nanami. And I was like, you know what? I'll save it for the podcast. That'll be the perfect place.
Perfect. That is what the podcast is here for.
Honestly, yeah. It's our podcast. We can do what we want. I feel like, did you see, we're gonna switch gears real quick. Did you see the new Last of Us 2 trailer?
I haven't.
Oh my gosh. Okay, I always have mixed feelings about The Last of Us Part 2 for obvious reasons, and so I have mixed feelings about the show. I'm super excited because I think the show so far and what I've seen looks really amazing. I'm hoping that I feel like they're still, spoiler alert for those of you who haven't played the game or heard any of the rumors. I feel like they're still gonna kill off Joel. Which like honestly makes me so upset because Pedro, he's one of those actors, he's very good at dying.
Yeah, he's really good at dying.
And so
like,
he dies
really
in like everything, right? And like not like off screen, he dies like front and center in a lot of stuff. And in the game, Joel dies front and center, and I'm not okay ever when it comes to that. But
and it's like, I mean, I'm hoping that they at least give us a few episodes
with him,
before. Yeah, because
yeah,
like in the game, it's like, oh hey, here you go. Here 5 minutes later, here you
yes,
go.
you literally play the game. You get like 2 like scenes in, and they're like, okay, we're gonna kill him off now. And then the one thing that always gets me is because right after Abby kills him with the golf club, you literally have to play as her.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I don't want to play anymore. I don't want to. I don't. Can I jump off a cliff and end the game here? I don't want to
Yeah,
play as
I
her.
don't. The game ended when Joel died. I'm sorry. It's
Honestly.
just, but I am excited, kind of. I'm excited to see like what they take into like their creative liberties and like
Mm-hmm.
change.
Yeah.
Because I think that they did it such a good way in the first season where it
Oh
didn't
yeah.
take away from the like effect of the show.
Mm-hmm.
But it was like really good, like with fucking
Bill and
what's his
Frank.
name, Bill and
Yeah.
Frank, and then with what's his, is it Sam, is that his name, the
Yeah.
little kid,
Yeah.
because he wasn't yet, like he was not little, he was not that little
No.
in the game, and he wasn't deaf either, which I just think added a whole other element of like, what the fuck.
Yeah.
hurting my feels up in here.
Yeah. No kidding.
So I'm excited to see what they do, because I think that they did it really well. Where like the show, like, I mean, it was still the game,
Yeah.
so I'm very excited.
Yeah. I
Kind
like
of,
that
not
they
really.
didn't. Yeah. It's like excited, but also not like dreading, but also excited. Um. But yeah, I do like in season 1 that they. I feel like it kept the heart of the game. They just switched some things around because hindsight is 2020. So I feel like they really were like, "Ooh, maybe we should have done this in the game." And then, so that's what they've changed in the TV
Mm-hmm.
show. Or I also feel like too, especially with Bill and Frank, they were like, "I wonder if we can explore these characters more," because a lot of people like those. We never meet Frank in the game. Well, I mean, we do, but he's dead. Um
True.
But we do get to meet Bill. And so even though we have the loss of Bill and Ellie's interaction and
Mm-hmm.
him basically like throwing her around, we do get like his and Frank's relationship, and then also their interaction with Joel and Tess. So I
Mm-hmm.
feel like we gained a lot more than we lost, even though it would have been absolutely hilarious to see Ron Swanson ragging
Oh,
on
dude,
Ellie.
that would have been amazing. That would have been just the icing on the cake.
Yeah. I
What
feel
are
like
you
they
doing?
should, like, on the DVDs or something, like, put in, like, a bonus scene just for the people that, like, played the games. Just, like, a recreation of those scenes, because it would literally be top tier. It'd be amazing.
Yeah, I agree.
But, yeah, I'm excited. Okay, April's, like, such a packed month, because so we're kicking off April with my birthday.
Heck yeah,
Um,
April 1st.
Woo! And then April 2nd is Pedro Pascal's birthday, so happy birthday, baby. And and then we get The Last of Us season 2 on April, I think it's the 13th.
Mm-hmm.
Um and then we're getting another Pedro Pascal movie called Freaky Tales, which we've been anticipating. Like, I think this movie technically has been it was made 2 years ago, I think, at this point, but they're just now premiering it in like film festivals and stuff. And I'm very excited. It's funny because they showed I got a video for that and I sent it to Wyatt, and he was like, I love that they're trying to make Pedro look really scary, and that they like gave him like a scar on his face, but he still looks like a teddy bear.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah, that's fair. Um, so we have that, and then we have your birthday. We
Yes.
have
And
which
then I'm seeing
woo,
Poppy.
yeah, you're seeing Poppy, and what else do we had something else that we have Star Wars night in April, and there was one more thing in April. I thought maybe that was
Mm,
it.
I think maybe. I'm not
That might have been it. But so April's jam-packed, and then I'm very excited because in July we get the Fantastic Four again with Pedro and with oh my gosh, what is his name? Joseph Quinn? Is that his name?
Oh, yes.
Eddie?
Yes. Eddie.
So lots of exciting things. Like in the immediate future, Casey's gonna be 29.
29?
I'm gonna change that to your text tone for like your entire 29th year of life.
29?
So every time you text me, it's just 29.
Yeah, that's gonna be me all this year. So
yeah, anytime somebody, how old are you? 29?
29?
And then this year for me is gonna be my second 30th birthday.
Yeah. After 30, it's just 30 the whole time.
You're just 30. That's where you stop. It's just 30 forever. But yeah, so lots of exciting things. Do you have anything else you want to talk about, Kacie? I don't think we talked about Nanami, which is what I wanted to talk about.
Yeah, and we talked about Ollie, which is what I wanted to talk about. So
yeah, so we had a nice little chit chat. I didn't want to see. Hold on, podcasters. I think our subscriber count went up.
Yay. Also, did you know Spotify, you silly gooses, before you used to be able to rate the show.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe it's because we have more episodes now, but now people have to like listen to episodes and then rate it. So if you listen to an episode, give us a 5-star. Or I mean, you don't have to, but I'm just saying,
but it's
if
preferred.
you like us and you want to hear us, give us a 5-star.
Yes.
Or I'm going to send my cat to come and stare at you all day.
Yeah, and then he'll just make a weird like.
Yeah, he'll squeak at you.
Yeah, he'll squeaking. But yes, we now have 36 Spotify followers now. Yeah.
Thank you.
So thank you to everybody who has subscribed. Let me see. I thought there was something else that caught my eye. Oh yeah, I wanted to look because I was looking. I always peruse the stats every once in a while, and majority of our audience is in the United States, but we have 2.5% of our audience is from Canada.
Thanks, Canadians.
Yeah, and then I thought it was really interesting because we must have also had. I'm assuming now we're getting into the like A listener. Because it's like 1.8, 1.7, but we had somebody from the Ukraine, from Australia, and from Norway, and South Africa. So yeah, it's kind of cool to see like where people are from and that are clicking on our stuff. So welcome.
Thanks, everybody.
Let's see. I think our number one platform is still Spotify, but we do have a good little chunk on Apple Podcasts and on Google Podcasts.
Thank you, everybody, for listening. Yeah. We appreciate you so much. And if you want more,
make sure to subscribe.
Yeah.
There was also somebody commented on our YouTube channel. Hold on. And I have to look. I meant to share this with you, and then I spaced and I forgot. Yeah, okay. So they're on YouTube. Their username is fan. I don't know. But they had said, just had your podcast recommended to me by YouTube, and I really love your vibe. As quite the nerd myself, mostly board games and wrestling, but to a lesser extent, music, anime, and video games, I'm looking forward to future episodes and hope I can chime in on some topics. With greetings from Germany.
What? Wow, yeah. That's so cool.
So I was like, oh my gosh. And I've actually just realized that I have neglected their comments. Yeah, so I will have to get better at looking at yield YouTube for some comments, but thank you whenever you guys comment. It's really exciting for us to see, and we do see them eventually. We're just both not very good at remembering to check comments that are on the podcast page versus our personal stuff, so don't worry, we will always get to you. But like I said earlier, make sure to subscribe, follow us on all the social media so that you can keep up to date with what we're doing. Feel free to leave suggestions for things that you want us to watch or react to or talk about, because we would love to include more of the audience in our conversations. And be on the lookout. We will have some more guests on, I would say soonish. Don't hold me to a specific date because I never know. And yeah, I think that's all we got for you today. So we will see you guys in the next episode. Bye.
That was beautiful.